In this lesson, we're going to talk about adjectives. Adjectives are words that describe nouns. So instead of boy, you have smart boy. Instead of house, you have red house. Instead of book, you have big book. See if you can think of some more adjectives in the practice lesson in this unit. Let's look again at the phrases from the last slide. Smart boy, red house, big book. What do you notice about the word order? The adjectives always come before the noun. So when we make our sentence tree, we put the adjective in the noun phrase, in front of the noun. Let's look at some of these in a sentence. Here we have the sentence, the smart boy buys the big book. Now you'll notice we have two noun phrases, and each of them has an adjective. Both times the adjective comes before the noun. And when we look at our full sentence X-ray, we see that we have a noun phrase and a verb phrase that make up a sentence. What if I move the words around? What if I say book big? Our sentence X-ray will show us that the adjective should come before the noun. So this is not a correct English phrase. What if I want to use more than one adjective? What if I want to say, the tall, smart boy buys the big blue book? You can use as many adjectives as you want, as long as you put them in front of the noun you're describing. When you use more than one adjective, you usually use commas to separate them in the sentence. Okay, what if I said, my brother is tall? I know that's a correct English sentence, but here the adjective is not before the noun. This is the exception to the rule, and it's because we use the magic word be. We use this word when we want to make a sentence where we describe our noun, but the noun isn't really doing anything. When we use the word be or any of its forms like am, is, are, was, and were, we can move the adjective into the verb phrase. Take, for example, the phrases we had earlier. We can turn them into sentences with the be form is. The boy is smart. The house is red. The book is big. Here, the adjective is not before the noun, but the verb be tells us that it is describing the noun that comes before it. Let's review. An adjective is a word that describes a noun. An adjective always comes before the noun it describes. A sentence can have more than one adjective separated by commas. The only time an adjective does not come before a noun is when it follows a be verb. Common forms of be verbs include am, is, are, was, and were.